Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to week 2 of our fabulous English 235 class. Every week on Mondays, at some point during the day, normally in the morning, if childcare works out, we'll be posting videos like this to help orient you to the week so you know exactly what you should be focusing on, how to manage your time, what big assignments are coming up. I'll show you where resources are located in the Canvas shell, as well as answer a lot of frequently asked questions I've had in the past about assignments or the process of creating these documents, all that good stuff. So these videos will be short and sweet. I will keep them under 10 minutes. Typically they're closer to 5. This one's a little longer because it's one of the first ones, but most of the time they're between 5 and 10 minutes. And they are the best way to start off your week. I don't want to sound like I'm full of hubris there, but like really it's going to save you so much time if you just watch the videos, because it will answer almost all the questions that folks have about the assignments in 5 minutes instead of spending 20 minutes reading the prompt and another 10 trying to figure it out and then emailing me and having this back and forth. Instead of that, which is an hours long process, you can just watch a 5-minute video and be good to go. So let's do that. Yay. Each week I'm going to post these on Monday, unless the Monday is a holiday, and then they'll come on Tuesday. So that's how this is going to be structured. I'll keep it short and sweet, just to help you get your feet underneath you at the beginning of each week, because every Canvas course is designed differently. Every teacher approaches things differently, so I want to make sure that this approach is as clear for you as possible, just to make, the very best use of your time, because I know you've got a lot going on. We're all juggling a million things, right? So let's make this efficient and fabulous with these weekly overview videos. So week 2, here we are. Last week you did a lot of stuff. You took the syllabus quiz, which was basically just saying that you read the syllabus and understood what it was asking of you. And then you worked on your diagnostic exercise. I'm grading those today. And you worked on your letter of introduction, and I'm so excited to read those. I'll be reading those tomorrow. And I'm just really looking forward to getting to know you, kind of what makes you tick, what you're hoping to get out of this class, all of that fabulous stuff. So I'll be looking at those on Tuesday, so you should expect to see your grades back then. This week, we are working on 2 different things. We are starting a definitions assignment, and you're going to be revising your diagnostic exercise. So as I grade those today, I'm going to be giving you the resources you need to make some changes where potentially there may have been grammatical errors or APA format errors, those kind of things. I'm going to show you where those are so that you can make some changes and then submit the diagnostic revision exercise. For this exercise, I'm going to go into it real quick. The calendar, if you didn't know, is linked to the assignment. So it makes it really easy for you to look at the calendar, see what your week looks like, and then just click right into where you need to go. So for the diagnostic revision, you are going to look at the feedback you get on your diagnostic exercise, and you are going to pick 3 places where you made an error, and you're going to correct those errors and then submit those corrections. So I've got a template for you here. Make sure you download that template. What you're going to do is you are going to show me your first error, show me a corrected version of that error, show me a mirror sentence where you write a sentence that contains the same element you were being asked to learn in the first one. You're going to create a mirror sentence, so you're going to create your own work there. And then you are going to explain what the original error was and how you fixed it. So 3 things you're going to do for each of the 3 errors you select in your original diagnostic worksheet. So there's error 1, error 2, error 3. It helps to color code them so you can differentiate how things are happening. It's not required, but it's a visually helpful thing if you like to separate out your pieces of information that way. So that's the diagnostic revision exercise. The other thing that you're working on this week is a definitions assignment. And so we've got some great reading in our textbook, the Markle text, about writing definitions, about summarizing, about when this might be applicable in the workplace. If you have a different edition of the Markle textbook, which is okay if that happens, it's okay, take a deep breath, it's okay. If you have a different edition, fine. It just means that the page numbers I've got here will be different than the page numbers that you have. In which case, all you have to do is go to the index at the back of the book and look up writing definitions. Just writing definitions. Look it up in the index. It'll tell you what pages it's on. So if you don't have the 13th edition, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. You're just going to have to use the index of your book instead of the page numbers I've provided here. So you're going to be reading about the process of writing definitions and why it's helpful. You're going to be reading about summarizing. This is a skill you're going to use a ton in this class. So make sure you read this chapter. It is very, very, very helpful. And then you're going to be working on writing definitions. Now this assignment has a separate web page I created with one of my friends at CBC to kind of walk you through each piece of this assignment and give you additional information. So the first thing, this is a multi-part assignment, the first thing you're asked to do is to write some sentence definitions. And these do follow a very clear formula. You're going to have the name or term being defined, the category to which the term belongs, and then features or characteristic that differentiate this thing from other things in its class. So how do we know that this is this specific thing and not something similar? And these are called three-part definitions. You'll be working with a couple specific terms in your document. You're going to define them using this three-part process. And I have some examples for you here. When we talk in terms of fiber optics or slur, you can see the term, you can see the classification, and you can see the characteristics. That helps us understand the different pieces, and then you put it all together in one cohesive, grammatically correct sentence. Yay! All right, the next part of this exercise is to write a paragraph definition, and these are going to be building on one of the words from your part 1 in this exercise. So we're going to aim for 250 to 300 words in this paragraph. And I, of course, have an example for you here. I believe examples are awesome. So you're going to get lots of examples in this class. Here are some suggestions on how you could start it. And here's a sample paragraph for you if we were defining a slur or if we were defining holography, which is cool too. So shoot for between 250 and 300 words. Follow the examples that you've been provided here, and you should be good to go on this assignment. Of course, the Markle text is very helpful, so do make sure that you are reading that because it's awesome. The last thing I want to show you here, as I keep our video under 10 minutes as promised, is that we have folders for each of our major assignments. So professional letters, you did one of those as your intro letter. We've kind of done an intro to technical writing. Writing definitions is a folder you're most interested in right now. This has a recorded lecture. Watch it. It's awesome. It's less than 15 minutes. I try and keep all of my recorded lectures under 20 minutes. This one's closer to 15. It's going to walk you through the assignment step by step. It's going to go through detailed examples. It's going to show you APA formatting and templates. It's going to do everything you need. So check it out. It's awesome. Here is a sample if you like to see samples. And here is a citation generator. If you're not quite sure how to cite something in APA style, the citation generator is very useful. It's from NightCite. It's one of the more user-friendly ones I found. There are, of course, lots of options out there, but this one is very user-friendly. So every major assignment is going to have a folder associated with it. That folder will have a recorded lecture where I walk you through the assignment step by step. I cannot emphasize enough how helpful these are. Please watch them before you begin your assignments. I kid you not, it will save you so much time. And then they'll have other resources, examples, justifications, all of that good stuff in there. The last thing I want to talk to you about today is the extra credit opportunities. If you want to get some feedback on a piece of writing before you submit it to me for a grade, you can take it to the CBC Writing Center. We have two options there. We have an online writing center through CBC, and we have an in-person writing center in the T building. You can go to either one of those to get extra credit up to 3 times in the quarter. So if you take your writing assignment to either the online or in-person writing center, make sure you get a copy of the feedback you receive from your responder. Email me that feedback, and I will get you extra credit points. You can do this up to 3 times during the quarter, which is very, very awesome. Gives you a little buffer just in case something goes wrong or you don't get the score you were hoping for. This is a great option. And then I also have a link to the CBC technical support staff in case you have computer issues as well. It's very easy to find the online writing center. I've got it linked for you there, but you can also just go to our CBC page and type in writing center into the search bar. and search that. It's going to take you to the Academic Success Center, and then you just scroll down the page. They have tutoring in a ton of subjects. Obviously, these guys are amazing. You can do drop-in, you can do appointments, or you can go to the specific e-tutoring through our Canvas page, and also the writing lab. So there's lots and lots of options you have here to get help and to sign up for sessions. Most of the time they do that sign up through the Canvas page, so you can find that link through the website I just showed you. All kinds of good stuff happening here. So make sure you're using all of those great resources to help you be successful in this class and in your other classes as well. They help with a ton of subjects. Alrighty, well that is the overview for this week. We are under 10 minutes, barely, hooray. So if you have any questions, as always, reach out. I'm here to help. And have a great week. I look forward to seeing how your revision diagnostic exercises go and how your definitions writing goes for you. Have fun.